nearly 300 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, while Hurts got the job done against the Kansas City Chiefs. Doggy, start with you. Which quarterback are you higher on right now? Stafford or Hurts?
So Stafford. Stafford's he's underrated. I mean, he didn't play all in training camp. The whole world wondered if the bad back was going to prevent him from having a big year. He has 2 good games to start the season. He played very well against Tennessee. He's got Devontae Adams sitting there with the Kua. He's got 2 big wide receivers. That little running back's pretty good, the kid from Notre Dame. And they got a good defensive line. They got good defensive line. Very good defense. And it's a young defensive line. And to throw in McVay. And the Rams should have beaten Philly last year. The center, you know that. You missed blocks left and right. If the center made the block in the snow, they would have beat the Eagles. He was wide open, the tight end. You know, with a center who screwed up and they blitzed him and they had a sack in a big situation.
I don't see clearly when it's. I'm looking at the peripheral of the
Manny would have gotten you the hell out of there if you ever did that.
It would not have happened on my watch.
This is a very good team. And one other thing, one add on here. Why is this game at 1:05 on Saturday afternoon?
Here we go.
Dallas and the Bears are at 4:30. Why is the Rams and the Eagles? That's the best game of the day.
Amen.
That game is at 1 o'clock. They played last year, LA and Philly, the defending champs. And I got to look at the Bears again after I just saw them on Sunday night.
Because they're playing
it's Dallas, Chicago. I get it. I understand. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
I get it, Steve. Okay? But still, the Rams-Eagles should be at 4:30. I can't believe this game is at 1.
Agreed.
I mean, you got to have the direct TV. Anyway, the Rams are very good. They could win this game. Go ahead. You may take it away. What are you laughing at me for?
Because, man, now you are the best, bro. You are the absolute best, man.
I say a lot in a short period of time.
Well, it's also how pissed off you are about a lot of things.
Am I right or wrong? Rams-Eagles should be a 4:30.
You're right.
What are you laughing at me for? You know I'm right. You got stupid general hospital nonsense to do. You know I'm 100% here.
Hey, don't knock the soap off. The ladies in Doggy's household watching. Get them on.
I'm high on.
I hate to admit it, you're probably right.
I'm high on Stafford right now.
You were with me on that?
Yeah, I'm high on Stafford right now. I think Jalen is obviously a winner, right? But if we just talking about the individual performances, right now Stafford is playing at a higher level. And everybody at home, we're not having a conversation about who's the best quarterback, because I probably still would have Stafford at that. But ultimately, when you think about what this team asks of their quarterback in these first 2 weeks, Matthew Stafford is going to have to be the engine that drives it. Jalen is obviously an engine that drives it, but there's also the way that Philly plays football allows for Jalen to have people around him be super involved without him having to quarterback them to every single victory, which I think says a lot about him, because in big games, he does well. Matthew Stafford does this week in and week out. There is no Rams in this offense and the success without Matthew Stafford. So I give Stafford the nod right now.
Yeah, I'm going Hurts here. And this isn't like a which quarterback for me. This is when you talk about who's going to have to be more impactful for this week, Hurts is going to have to play a bigger game. You said it. The Rams defensive line versus the Eagles offensive line is the premier matchup of the weekend. Like, I'm just being this is as good as it gets. Up front, you're going to see, okay, are the deficiencies in the Eagles offensive line, or are they going to be as good as they were last year? Because that D-line can get after it. It's not going to be one of those games where they can just sit back. That's right.
Yeah.
Like, Hurts is going to have to make plays. He's got to put the ball where it's supposed to be. I think a lot is going to be asked of him. I think in these games,
it's when Jalen
shows up.
Yep,
like, in the mundane, he can be in the back and he doesn't sweat it, man. Right. Like he's got that it factor for me where he lets the team be successful. He doesn't have to always be the shine. When the moments are biggest, he shines, man. And I think it's going to be that this weekend.
I'm with you about Jalen Hurts. Major props, though, to Sean McVay and Les Snead in L.A. because you know what? They got a quarterback in Matthew Stafford. What do? They know that's the priority. What they did, they go for the offensive line. They got the offensive line in football. So let's see what they do. We got that part. Let me go to Jalen Hurts, though, because this is the part, Yogi, that we got to mention. Do you know that the man has won 16 straight games that he started in his finished?
Unbelievable.
16 straight games. In those games, 16 and 1 overall because he went out one game and whatever. 39 touchdowns, only 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about with him. Yep. Oh, by the way, that one turnover was in the Super Bowl. Okay, when they were up about 34-0. Right. I mean, blowing out Kansas City. Okay, they're not thinking that the fourth quarter numbers since week 6 of last year, Jalen Hurts. 36 of 45, 80% passing for 475 yards in the fourth quarter, 8 touchdowns, not a single turnover, a 133.9 passer rating in the fourth quarter. And oh, by the way, in 16 games, he has 9 incompletions in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Come on now.
He's legit.
I mean, when you see that, it's like the brother is a winner. Having said all that, I'll ask this question. Are the Rams the closest team in the NFC to dethroning the Philadelphia Eagles? I'll start with you, Jeff.
Yes. Yeah. This is, you're a boxing guy. Style makes fights. This is, the style should honestly, you should lean towards the Rams in this game. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to pick the Eagles. The Eagles, to me, are the best team until somebody knocks them off. But this style, the Rams have the pieces and parts that make Eagles fans nervous. They match up well, right? Like in the secondary of the Eagles, you got Nakua. You can stretch the field. Devontae Adams, Kyron. You talked about Kyron Williams. They can run the ball, right? They can be. So can that front four of Philly really get after it? I know Carter was out week 1. They didn't just tear up last week either. So the Eagles' defensive line. So there's a lot of question marks. Usually the Eagles show up and answer in the biggest moments. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I would say Rams too, because I like Stafford more than Love. The Packers would be the other team you can pick. But I like the quarterback better, and I like the receivers better. Nakua is he's great.
Yes.
And freaking Adams is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Packers don't have those kind of wideouts that this team has. So I would say the Rams, plus the Rams last year could have won in Philly, and the Packers got blown out.
Everybody could win, dog. Okay, they didn't win.
They had a first down at the 11-yard line with a minute to go in the game, down by 3 or 4 points.
That's when red zone and win games are won, bro.
The center called you and said, "How do I block this?" You told him, and I got benched, and he almost fell down. For crying out loud. I say the Rams. I'll say the Rams.
Last year when they played each other, Stafford went 26 for 44, 324 and 2 touchdowns.
That's a hell of a game in the snow.
And the defense was better than they are right now. And then Kyron Williams ran for 106.
Yeah.
And to the point that we was talking about with Jalen Hurts, 15 of 20, 128, no touchdowns, no interceptions in that playoff game. So again,
that's because Saquon Barkley,
But my point is, Stephen A, is you brought up that Jalen performs well in these games. The most important thing that Jalen Hurts does in these particular situations is stay out of the way, right? Absolutely. And he's not one of those ego-driven quarterbacks that needs to throw 35 times a game. Understands how we win games.
That's right.
The reliability that the Rams have on Matthew Stafford will always be bigger than the one that the Philadelphia Eagles have on Jalen Hurts.
You could say
currently
that.
constructed.
You could say that, but what I'm saying, and I think Jeff is saying the same thing, is that because of how good the Rams are and how they move and how they're playing, more will be required of Jalen Hurts this weekend in order to win this game. And what did that happen?
But Stephen A, that is my point for telling y'all what happened the last time they played each other. More was not required from Jalen Hurts.
That was a weird game because of what Saquon. I'm not sure Saquon does that again.
But Jeff,
more would be asked if Saquon wasn't playing as well.
Exactly. But again, brother, when Matthew Stafford walks into the building to play the Philadelphia Eagles,